Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kari Mash, and if you're new here, you are most welcome. So be sure to subscribe, to share, and to like this video. I would just love to say thank you so much for always subscribing. Thank you for always sharing. Thank you for always commenting. Thank you for always liking. I do not take it for granted at all. And because I've been away from the screens for quite some time, if you have noticed, I have decided to come back, and not only by myself, but rather to bring you guys a lovely, lovely guest who I'm going to let her introduce herself, because I don't think I will do justice to her introduction. Ta-da!
Hi guys, my name is Assumpta. So let's get into this.
Yay!
Be good to me. I'll be good. Promise me.
Okay. So guys, as you can tell from the title, today we're discussing about the lessons learned from dating in our 20s. I don't know if we have dated a lot, but so we're just going to go right into it. For me, one of the lessons that I learned from dating in my 20s is that it is very easy to lose my identity trying to please the other person.
Oh, true. True.
Like, you find out, because the other person, let's say, this is an example that I love giving. The other person loves green, for example. You find out that you also start loving green, even if you hated green, but now because your significant other loves green, you start loving green. You start basically morphing into the other person, and you just lose yourself trying to make that other person feel like, baby, you're my person, you're my guy,
we're together in this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is one lesson that personally for me, red flag.
Yeah, you have to be very careful not to lose yourself in a relationship. If you liked to go out and had hobbies, nini, don't abandon yourself.
Yeah,
Definitely. Actually, that was one of my points.
Guys, we had not discussed before this. So what a beautiful coincidence.
It was actually my number one.
Oh!
So, yeah, basically, it's just all about self-love. Like, there's this saying I saw that your need for love should not be higher than your need for self-respect. Basically, don't abandon yourself to be loved.
Hey, preacher, you can see. Dating advisor herself.
I have arrived.
So the second point for me is a lesson that I've learned is don't be afraid to let go if you feel you're incompatible, because the longer you stay, the harder it will be to get out. And also on the flip side, I think these are 2 points that I'll combine in one. And also on the flip side, this person could be the one. So don't be afraid to go all in, because this could be you could be meeting your husband or your wife when you're 21, but then why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Sina maoni.
but then the other side is that just don't be afraid to let go. If you feel that you've seen a red flag, that you don't be like, okay, let me just let me aguantar. We'll put subtitles, guys. Let me just aguantar with this person because they are going to change, and all these things. Most of the times
they won't change.
Yeah. So
exactly, you shouldn't be dating someone's potential. You should be dating their reality.
Yeah.
If they don't wash their socks, ask yourself, am I willing to live all my life with someone who doesn't wash their socks?
Exactly.
And that is light, lakini there are heavier things, there are red flags, and whatever red flag you're ignoring at this point, it's going to be the exact reason why you have to break up at a at a different stage, at a further stage.
Yeah, so that was my number 2. And also, again, like I've said, this could be your person by 21 or 22. I don't know, Assumpta is laughing, but so don't be afraid to go all in. That's also another lesson that I learned. Like, just go all in, and don't ignore the red flags. Address them as early as possible if you can. If not,
or run.
Yeah.
You're still young.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Fly.
Yeah. So my other point is about boundaries. I think this is actually, if you learn nothing from this one, learn this one, especially for women. Especially women tend to allow people to cross their boundaries a lot more than men would. So like know what your boundaries are, because sometimes you don't even know what your boundaries are. Know what your boundaries are, set them, and then be ready to execute them. If for you a boundary is you don't want to be yelled at, saying you don't want to be yelled at is not a boundary. Knowing what you're going to do if you're yelled at, no, that's the boundary. You walk away if you get yelled at. Nini nini. So
I agree.
boundaries.
But do you think it's easier for? That's why I feel like that point links to my position too. That some people are just afraid. Like
Exactly, to
because
walk
when
away.
you're 20 and you're 21, do you even know what are your boundaries?
Exactly, you don't know.
You're just
don't
in
know.
a place where do I like being yelled at or do I not?
Is it just being a man?
Is it just being a man? Exactly. Like
Yeah.
there's so many questions that you ask yourself and try to validate
Yeah.
the actions of the other person that they just make your boundaries are just all over the place. You literally don't have boundaries.
You don't have any
especially in your early
boundaries.
20s, honestly. Boundaries
Zero boundaries.
So you
yeah.
have to get to learn yourself for you to be able to establish the boundaries, and that way, linking Assumpta's point and my point, as soon as you've already established the boundaries, you're able to be like, you know what, this is not for me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let go of this and move on to the next person or something.
Definitely, definitely.
So the next one. All right. So my third point is you attract what you're putting out there. So if you don't like who you're dating, you better start looking within you. And I would say that's also linked to, I feel like this point is just linked to boundaries and self-love. They're all together. Let me say that. Because if you're putting out some energy that you're attracting this type of boys, let's say, or men, who they love yelling, for example, like that needs to tell you more about yourself. Why are you accepting someone to yell at you? Why are you accepting the bare minimum from someone? Why are you attracting people who, for example, they don't text you? It's because you have not established a boundary, or you've not discovered yourself enough for you to be able
your
to
own
realize
value.
exactly. You've not been able to discover your own value, and that's why you're attracting this type of people. So as you're dating in your 20s, make sure that you're learning yourself. Be very, very, what is it called, be attuned to who you are, and just try to learn yourself. Like I've texted, let's say I was dating Johnny and I was dating I'm sorry guys, that was the one name that came to my mind. I'm dating Johnny, and now I'm with Brayo, and now I'm with Kevo, and all of them are not texting me. Why?
What's wrong?
What's wrong with me? It's because I've not put out the message, or I've not really been able to express myself and say, you know what, Johnny, Kevo, Brayo, by the way, I need you guys to be texting me. And from then on, you'll find out that the other guys that you're going to date, they're going to be texting you, something along that line. So whatever you're putting out there, whether good or bad, you have to look from within, because it starts from you. It's a reflection of you.
Oh yeah, that's so good. And I think also it's kind of linked to also dating intentionally.
Yeah.
Especially for women, because women sometimes they tend to date passively. By that I mean like they sit around and they wait to be picked by someone. So whoever likes you, that's who you're going to date. Date intentionally, know what you're looking for in a person. Otherwise you'll just accept anyone, whether they yell, whether they don't wash their socks, you'll accept
This
anyone.
washing their socks. This washing their socks. You want to tell us something about washing their socks?
People, wash your socks.
But it's so true, by the way. It's really, really true what you're saying. Like dating intentionally. Oh my God. And for us ladies, when someone just gives you some little bit of attention and some text here and there,
you're good.
And your 20s. Oh my God. Heavenly Father, take me.
Yeah.
Take me, Kevo.
Kevo is taking you on dates. Nini.
I know. And then you find out Kevo is not even your person.
Exactly. So
I agree.
Be intentional. Date actively.
Yeah. So it's your point, or
you've like that was my point. Do you want me to go again?
If you have more, yeah, by all means.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing and we kind of touched on this too, is screw the timeline. Sometimes I feel like, especially when you're approaching 25 over there, you start feeling like you're out of time. You need to find someone to settle down with. You just start feeling hurried. Screw the timeline.
Yeah.
When people talk about biological clocks, no seke, ignore all that shit. You can have babies late into your 40s if it's babies that you want. You can freeze your eggs. You can do surrogacy. Screw the timeline. Dating right is better than getting married at a certain age.
I honestly agree. I don't even think I have any point to add, but yeah, don't feel like there's so much pressure. And especially for us, when when you're in your 20s, like for us, we've grown up in a country where there's so much public display of affection. You feel like you're missing out on not having a guy or a girl. Like, you just like, oh my God. When you look left, exactly, you look left, you look right, everyone is dating, they're going out on dates. Whereas for you have nobody. Yeah. And so you kind of feel pressure to just go and pick anyone who's just giving you little attention, and then at the end of it all, because time is going, because I don't know what. So yeah, go with your own pace. God has chosen a race for you that is specific for you. Don't try to look to other people's lanes. Your lane and where you are in life, that is exactly where God has placed you. At the right time, He makes it happen. Yeah. So my fourth point is, you are not God. Stop being a fixer.
Exactly.
And
that one.
And that links like basically to, I think, my second point or something. Stop trying to fix people. Stop trying to, he doesn't go to church. Let me
introduce him.
Yeah, let me introduce him and start making him go to church. He I don't know what people do. He takes weed. Let me make him stop taking weed. It's like Assumpta said, stop dating potential. Just date the reality of who someone is. If someone comes to you and they're taking weed, if someone comes to you and they're not going to church, if someone comes to you and they're not doing this, you are not Jesus. Only God can fix someone, and that person has to cooperate even with God, because God has already given us the free will. So stop fixing someone. If they come like this, there are some things that with time you adjust and you get to change and to compromise, but there are other things that honestly, like, just stop fixing. Just, this person has come like this, that's how they are. Accept it as it is. You can't do anything about it. Are they your choice? Are you willing to compromise? Exactly. If you're willing to compromise, well and good. If not, de hello. Adios.
Exactly. I I want to
snap, 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 snap.
Yeah, definitely. Otra cosa. We've talked about this a bit, but also being single is a superpower. We even talked about this earlier. Being single is a superpower. So basically, enjoy your singlehood. Is it singlehood or singleness? Enjoy your singlehood. Make money, make friends, go travel. Enjoy the time when you're single. The time when you find a person to settle down with, then you'll do it then. But enjoy your singlehood.
Yeah. Don't feel like you because you're in your 20s, I have to be dating, whatever. Sometimes it's just not your season. And people, like we've said, people just have different times. Like, you could have found your husband at 18, and that's okay. Someone else will find them at 45, and that's okay. So in this your 20s, just for real, just stick to your lane. Just enjoy being single if you can, because relationships are hard work. Honestly, relationships are hard work. Before you go somewhere, you have to tell someone. Guys,
you tell us.
I will not reveal my secrets to you guys. But their work, it's really beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But if you have that opportunity to just be single and just discover yourself on your own, trust you me, as Assumpta has said, it's a superpower.
Yeah.
So my fourth one, I don't know which number I'm at, pero bueno. Never compare scripts. This means that in your 20s, there's a very high tendency. Some people will be dating, let's say, older men. some people will be dating like younger people. Some people will be dating their peers and stuff. and you tend to see so many people, they have, let's say for Valentine's Day, they're taken out, to Villarosa Kempinski, chopper rides, and you're just like, oh my god, she's just 23 and she's going on a chopper ride.
And
While
me?
you, not even a flower have you received, guys. So just don't compare. You never can tell. It's your season to be with that person at that particular moment. So don't compare. I know it's very easy to feel like we are human. Sometimes we feel some type of way, like, I wish I could go for those chopper rides. I wish I could be taken out, I don't know where, to Kayokokos or Naivasha or wherever. But don't compare. You don't know what's going on in there. We're not saying that when people are posting those beautiful things, it's flawed. No, but just don't compare. Your person is your person for a reason. And when you're dating, that's the person who you have. If you unless they're doing the bare minimum now, that's when now you need to speak out and be like, yo,
step up.
Yeah, step
Or
up.
step out.
But if that's where they are, like this is where their finances are right now, or these are the arguments, or this is how he or she treats you, just stick with that. With time you're going to elevate. So don't compare scripts. You're on your own lane.
Speaking of choppers,
Tell us.
Speaking of choppers, this is one lesson that my mom has really tried to teach me. Your money as a woman is your money. Never take your money out of your wallet to give to a man.
Oh god.
If you learn nothing else, learn this. Your money is yours, honestly. Especially in the dating stage, your money is yours. Don't be too generous and too wife material, giving out your money to men.
And I think that point of being wife material, some people, I think that's also a lesson that we've learned from dating in our 20s, that some people, you're 20, but you're acting as if you're a wife already to this person. You're doing literally everything that a wife does to a boy. Please, guys, if you're dating in your 20s, you're not like, stop acting like a wife, whereas you're just a girlfriend.
And by acting like a wife, we mean doing chores for that boy.
Don't. Honestly,
laundry for that boy.
Stop. What's up?
Stop immediately. Washing jeans.
Yeah, please don't. By the way, stop those wife material things that you're doing in your 20, 21, 22, 23. Yo, no, imagine, don't.
Exactly.
Don't act like a wife when you're just a girlfriend. That's one thing I'd say. Your points are over.
Oh, I even turned off my phone.
I just have one more point left.
Okay, my other point is that shared values trump shared hobbies. So if dates who aligns with you, if you're a Christian and you're looking for someone who's a Christian, date that person.
Yeah.
As you said, don't find someone over there in the club and try to convert them into
being
into an elder
brio.
You will cry.
It's true.
Yeah, you will cry. Yeah. So have aligned values. If you're a different people when it comes to hobbies, that's fine. But if you don't align in values, it's going to be a very difficult marriage or relationship.
I don't think even I'm not going to add anything. No dilution. As it is. Repeat the statement that you said.
Shared values trump shared hobbies.
Amen. Amen. And my last point is, I think I've said this during the whole time. Don't have unspoken expectations.
Yeah.
Because having unspoken expectations causes you to start resenting that person, and then resentment, as it builds up, you end up just breaking up for something that honestly you could have fixed it had you communicated it. If you want, now let me find another name. Give me another name now, because I was going to say Johnny and Brayo again. Anyway, if you want Melvin, okay? If you want Melvin to be taking you out on dates every weekend, you as the girl, especially as girls, I feel like we're the ones who have that problem of I just expect Melvin to just take me out.
Just know.
Yeah, he should know. He should know that it's Friday, we should be going out. No, Melvin is about to go and hang out with the boys and play PS and video games. So
as
just,
you sit in anger.
I know, right? As you're
Yeah.
just sitting there waiting for Melvin to even text you.
Mm.
So make sure that you don't have unspoken expectations. You expect to go out, let's say on you celebrate Valentine's Day, put that message across. You know what, babe? I would love to celebrate Valentine's Day so that at least the person can know.
Yeah.
If you celebrate, I don't know, Women's Day, you celebrate your birthday in a grand way, be sure to communicate those things so that they're not just sitting there in resentment and then you start being like, Melvin doesn't even love me. Melvin,
Yeah.
what? Melvin could be your husband, but you end up ruining things because you've not spoken up and said, I want this, I expect this, I don't know what.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, that is what I had for some of the lessons that I've learned in my 20s.
I think I could add to that, like show up authentically. Show up authentically in the relationship, or by this I mean, don't try to mold yourself into what you think the other person wants. If they want a bubbly person and you're a gloomy one, let them find a bubbly person.
Yeah.
If they want a hardworking person and you're a lazy one, let them find a hardworking one. Don't try to mold yourself into something you're not for the sake of a different person. Yeah.
Be yourself.
Be you.
They'll find you just as you are, and you will grow together.
Yeah.
So I think that marks the end of our video. Do you have anything else to say?
I think those are enough lessons for today. Sufficient lessons.
Sufficient lessons.
Yeah.
We are not gurus, guys. We're just saying from our experiences.
Our own experiences.
Yeah, our own experiences. And just like I stated and said, every relationship is hard work, and singlehood is a superpower. So choose what you want. At the end of it all, wherever race or wherever you are in life as a 20-year-old, just enjoy it. If you're dating, enjoy your relationship. If this is a sign for you to get out, get out.
Yes, do not ignore red
red flags.
Red flags, let me tell you.
And that is how we are closing the video, with our flags.
With the flags.
So guys, until the next time, bye.
I'll be good. Promise me you'll be good to me. I promise you I'll be good.